Alright, let's do this. Another day, another dwarf fortress, and when we left off, we are now in the middle of a siege with a bunch of steel-clad elephants coming to us from two fronts. So, let's take a look here at what we've got. It's been a here unit, others, we've got 3 war elephant champions. Let's see here. He's got steel, plate, and helm. Alrighty. Military alert. We are at red alert. We have our patrols up and running. Everybody should be indoors. Our traps are good to go. Let's hope and pray. Let's take a look at our job orders here real quick to see where we're at. We are churning out crossbows. We've got chains going. We're finishing up some cheese here. We haven't started on our melee stuff yet. We can cancel that iron anvil order. We bought some from the caravan last time. We're working on getting some more steel, and we're still waiting on that. We got some smelt orders in, and we were short on iron. Let's see here. We have to find us more iron. Looks like we got some iron around our entrance here. Let's take a look. Dig. Actually, what are we working on? Putting a few more of these down here. Do we have any? I don't see any. Well, yeah, there's a lava crab right there. We'll hold off on that. I don't think I got any outstanding dig orders. So it's just a matter of finding some iron to dig up. So we got a fair amount of iron over here. It's just a matter of getting to it, it looks like. Let's see here. Let's check down by our base. This is all marble. And we have some stone over here. We don't have any cave network that we can see here. I don't want to dig too far down there yet. This floor looks relatively uneventful. I think we'll use this as our iron feed. Let's clear out a little bit of this here. We're going to clear around our well spot. I'll keep our diggers busy here. We'll expand this out over time as we go looking for iron. To give us a little bit to work with. Let's unpause, cross our fingers, and see how this plays out. We don't have our roof finished yet, but it's getting there. And luckily elephants don't fly. Yet. Howdy. Hope things went well last evening. Hope the girlfriend didn't punish you for staying up too late.
I can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get you some iron. Don't worry here. In fact, let's clear around this just a bit. There. Since elephants are slower than crap, we won't waste too much of our time waiting for them. If anything, we'll end up getting a migration wave or a merchant, probably with our luck, and we'll end up with a bunch of dead people outside the fortress. We got elephants there. Elephants down there. Uh-oh. Oh, just a calf starving to death. Hopefully we'll catch someone up here.
Sarah, baby's involved. Oh, that's just great. Another mouth to feed.
grief, we got kids coming out left and right. I want to just double check our stocks here real quick and see if we're piling up too much on meat, and we are. We've got way too much. We gotta get some meals going. JMQ meal. Let's get a double order of fancy meals. Or lavish, I should say. There. Hopefully they'll burn through some of our eggs and some of our, She smiled at your greeting yesterday. What are those 4 grates outside close to the nest boxes? Why are there 4? Those aren't. That's, it's a kennel. It just looks like grates. That's for training our war dogs. So we did pretty good on that placement for that tower there. It looks like they're going to path right past it on the way down. So if we're lucky, we'll get some shots off from somebody patrolling. Damp location, huh? Oh, that's the river. Never mind.
I said no.
Not terribly worried. We can still dig there. But I don't want to deal with the pausing, so... That is a lot of elephant. We got one little speedy little guy down here. Your squad is lollygagging behind. Those champions can haul. They can haul butt pretty good for a giant half-ton pachyderm. Somebody just got shot somewhere. I don't know where, but... Aha! We got a couple pot shots coming out of that tower. That's good. Looks like we're getting some shots from that tower. Excellent. Our tower is working okay. Yes, we know there's water there. And an elephant here. Yes, we are aware of the vast amount of water we're running into.
Oh, no way.
Okay, he made it past the first weapon trap. Yeah, fell on the second weapon trap. So that means he's down here. No, he made it. He didn't.
Sorry, I can't do it, sir.
Good. Okay, it looks like we got somebody coming in on the trap point here for patrol. Let's see if he takes some shots. Nope, you probably don't have a bow equipped. Why are you walking south?
I can't do it. Sarah, baby's been
Really not liking how far south that guy's going.
the feed.
We may have an elephant that's making it past.
No, it won't work.
If we're lucky, he'll double back. Archer taking his shots. Another good dodge down.
There's a new baby. Quick,
And looks like he might be doubling back.
there's nothing more to catch. No, I can't do it.
Good. Good, good, and good. So we're holding our own at the trap point for now.
Sarah, you can't do that.
That many elephants clad in steel. And the problem is they're carrying blunt weapons, so they'll scramble all of our dwarves in their armor like eggs. We'll end up with scrambled dwarf. Blunt weapons are extremely effective against armored targets. So it kind of knocks them around inside of their own armor. Oh, what are you doing? No, 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 no. You're doing something stupid. Get out of there. Well, that first trap is really, that first trap is doing its job, that's for sure. Oof. He might have injured my, dwarf there. And we're at a save. And I got a full thermos of coffee, so I'm a happy camper. We are holding our own. We haven't had to resort to any cheap tactics like bridges or anything to seal the fort, so I'm happy with that. As long as the elephants keep invading, I'll be a happy camper because they're so slow. We'll be able to finish that roof, hopefully. If you get 2 back-to-back sieges, as far as I've noticed, the first siege goes away. It just kind of goes poof. So if these elephants take too long and we get invaded by something else, they'll just pop and clear out usually. Are you injured? What's this guy's problem? Cole, V. W for wounds. Oh, yep. Well, our hospital's gonna get some work. That's for sure. Whatever that is, I'm forbidding it. For whatever reason, they're constantly trying to DBF forbid everything in that pile. Just whatever's in there, you don't need to be dealing with. Looks like somebody's getting carried to the hospital. Or he's limping to the hospital, one of the two. And our cat bug has finally unclogged itself, and it looks like the cats are starting to adopt people finally. Alrighty, let's check our bedroom situation. Our vampire is sitting back and doing a whole lot of nothing, which is fine by me. Wow, one elephant actually made it past. You made it to the third pass there. Can you elaborate how the kennels work? You build a kennel, and you set up a zone for training. The training zone can be anywhere. And once you've built the kennel, you'll be able to pick like a dog for war training. In fact, let's do that right now. Animals, we'll narrow this down a little bit. What is it? S for search, dog. And we have a bunch of dogs. And we're going to mark them for war training. So we're going to go W, 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 W. We have a lot of dogs. And the reason we have a lot of dogs is because we turned Auto Butcher off. So we mark all these dogs for war training. And one of our trainers will grab a dog, bring it to the training area, and then make it into a war dog. You have to have the kennel built. And you have to have a zone dedicated for training. And then they'll go to the nearest training zone. And if memory serves me right, I think, which one did we set up? We set up this zone right here for animal training with the T command. So they'll bring a dog up to that area and train them. It makes a little bit more sense when you're trying to train wild animals. Let's say we're trying to domesticate, I don't know, a giant leopard. They'll bring the giant leopard up there, feed it, and then put it back and forth. And that will be kind of where they kind of train the animal up. You don't want to put that training area necessarily in the very heart of your base if you're dealing with wild animals. But things like dogs that are already domesticated, you can pretty much put it anywhere. Those are some persistent elephants. And our archers are getting a lot of practice. So we're doing A-okay. We will be eating well when the siege is over. That is a lot of elephant meat. And you'll hear a lot of updates in the background. You'll hear a dog barking. That's them training it for war. And again, the weapon traps doing their job. They're dodging and falling. A lot of broken legs, I'm assuming.
Sorry, I can't do it, sir.
And it looks like some elephants are getting ready to leave.
Oh, no way.
Must have killed a commander or somewhere in there.
It won't work.
So our red alert patrols, if you look at the dwarves moving through our tunnels, we've got a lot of dwarves moving around. The question is do we have enough quivers and bows and stuff for them? So we got a lot of iron bows being made, so we should be hopefully okay. So the candles do not enable the task of war training. Yes, pretty much. That's all the candles do. In the old days, before we had like pastures, the kennel served as both the training area and as the turning on war training. Now there's kind of two separate parts, so you can kind of have them separated. And the siege is over. The elephants are fleeing. We'll hit pause, military alert, and we will take everybody off of red alert. There. And again, we'll fix our roof problem. Alrighty, unsuspend, unsuspend. Unsuspend, unsuspend, unsuspend. There we go. Build C floor. Let's get another floor section done. And we will go with goblin soap. Awesome. Sure, we'll actually let's skip some of our blocks. Conglomerate blocks, bauxite blocks, dorite, floor, and let's see what else we can use up here. And we'll use up dorite. There we go. There. Keep them busy for a while.
I have an idea.
Ah, crap. Another dwarf with an idea. Be something incredibly and hopelessly useless. Are there DF hacks commands to unsuspend all? There is a auto unsuspend command, but last time I used it, it seems to interfere with the pre-placement ability. So I haven't really gone into using that. But there is. Have I ever built a magma trap? Yes. And I've found that either magma traps or water traps, like building floodable hallways or things of that nature, aren't very reliable. And in a lot of times they can be too easy, especially with pressure plates and stuff. And I'd rather have the challenge of having my dwarves have to kind of address the invasions rather than just pure trapping them out. Because eventually the trap hallways really is we're stalling for time to actually get enough steel and iron and equipment to actually have some real dwarves that can go out and actually fight in the field. So, yeah, you can do them. A real common solution is to build a pump stack, fill up a tower, have like a drawbridge at the bottom, and then have it kind of flood down. The drawbridge holds it in. You drop the drawbridge, and because of the pressure and stuff, the stuff comes shooting out. Another good one, which we will try to build later, is going to be a cart, a water cannon cart, which is, we'll have another second trap hallway like we have here. And like this area up in here, where we have the fortifications, we have mine carts that come down and crash into this. When they crash into this, their contents spill out, and we'll have like water balls slamming into people. But that will be a ways off if we survive that long. make sure these are set for jails. Make room, use for justice. Make room, use for justice. Build V. Do I have... Nope, still don't have any spare chains. Alright.
Hey, do that there.
Waiting on those chains, people. Come on. Fishing house is doing good. It doesn't look like we have anybody in there. Make sure we have a chief medical dwarf. We do. Captain of the guard, what are you waiting on? You need a better office.
Sir,
You do not like your office? Really? Oh, I'm crushed. Let's fix that. Here's your office. DS. Let's smooth out your office here. And build H. Pre-planning. Let's put a container in there, and let's put a cabinet in there as well. There. That ought to decorate it up just a hair. What about siege weapons? I do make catapults. We would have to build a second one. I didn't really put enough space in for this because it's our first trap hallway. But like in this area here, we could turn this into fortifications, and then way back here have catapults send rocks going this way. The problem with the size of our setup is we have too many dwarves coming down to fight and patrol and things like that. So we may end up building a second trap tunnel because we still need to make an invincible enemy trap. Are they worth using? Yeah. I do like using them. If or anything, it's also a good way to stockpile your stone quickly. Are they really super effective? When you have about 500 dwarves in your fortress and you've got enough labor power, they can be extremely powerful. Ballistas, not so much. I don't like making the ammo, but catapults, you can just chuck rocks all day. So that works pretty good. Alright, let's get some more iron moving. Where did we decide we're going to dig for iron? Oh, I forgot my iron. Here it is. Iron stash. Dig. We'll head southward. So we'll go here. We'll go 1, 2. There. See if we can rustle us up some iron that direction. Alright, we have a new demand. What's our new demand? You want an aluminum bed in the dining room? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Just hate to break it to you, but we're not getting an aluminum bed. That would be pretty... That would be awesome, but we can't make beds out of aluminum, so no. Alrighty. You guys are gathering wood again. DT. Let's see if we can get their trees chopped down again. Boom. Processing into plant bags. That's always good. Compared to all the streamer YouTube DF players, you come around the topic like an encyclopedia. Thank you. I wish I was that good, but I do my best. It's Captain Duck is much better at doing tutorial stuff, and my skill set is just rambling, I suppose. The one thing I'm trying to do when I do streaming is I try to pay as much attention to the chat window as I can. Just because it's, again, I'm doing this not only just because I enjoy playing, but I figure I try to be as responsive to the viewers as possible. So, again, by all means, continue to ask questions and make comments, and I'll be more than happy to try to interact as best as I can. Which, speaking of which, my coffee's getting cold. Time for a top off. There we are. There we go. 2 idlers. Let's see here. We got that is a lot of kids. More digging, more digging, more digging, and I really need to get more forges going because this is just, we're bottlenecked somehow, some way. When I think our next batch of iron is dug out, I think we'll go down and take a stab at trying to get those extra forges built, because I think our crab has wandered off. In fact, let's do that right now. DZ, or X I should say. Boom. Let's get you guys down here. We have how many anvils? The stocks. Anvils. 4 and 2, 6. So let's do 4 here. Dig each. So here, gap, top, middle. Now we gotta go on. That's right. That's a 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, crossing fingers.
Sir, you can't do that there.
Alright, and thank you again. What are we looking? Oh yeah, there's a trap here we never finished. Unsuspend. There we go. Ooh, I see dwarves carrying elephant carcasses. Meat. What I should do is move all my meat down here into the kitchen so I can see it. Did I set that as a temporary wood pile? You know what? Let's just do this. Enable block meat. Okay, permit. There. Yeah, that'll work. Just so there's extra room, just in case we run out. This guy's...
Can't do that there.
I have nobody that's unsuspend there. Well, our crazy dude is doing something, and it involves tailoring, so... I don't know what he's doing. Makes me nervous. Oh, looks like we got all the elephant. DBC. Let's claim all this junk. Get some of our arrows back. And we'll do our usual clear in the pit here. There we go. Our prisoners are eating. This is always a good sign. And there is, for some odd reason, a rabbit. Why is there a rabbit in? Must be the dead rabbit. T. No, is it K? You're still alive, little rabbit. Let's get you somewhere. I. Shift N. Let's see. There we are. There we go. Take the rabbit out of the cage and put it in there. Just the comedy of watching the dwarves haul a giant elephant carcass all over the place is just too funny. It's got to be like 40 times the size. It will ultimately rot eventually, but once you get it into a stockpile, it takes forever. It is a pretty lengthy process for it to actually rot. My guess is when we store meat in a stockpile, at that point we've either smoked it or preserved it to some extent, so... And speaking of which, we should have a bunch of overly sized. He's building whatever he's doing. We should have a bunch of large steel stuff. Yeah, large steel helm, large steel full plate. And that is D, B, and then M for melt. And then I just come over here and I go, boom, there. So that'll bump up our steel stockpiles. First dig op is coming in. We'll start getting some more forges. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's not going to do us any good. These are too far over. DX. So we'll need to go this way. H. And H, 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 H. Oops. H. Build, workshop V, magma forge. We have 3 left, so I'm over 1. Put an iron anvil there. We do some bauxite blocks and X. DX. We don't need this one. There.
I won't do it.
Build, workshop V. Get these done as quickly as possible. We're 1 magma crab away from a problem. Gravel blocks. Build, workshop. Oops. Workshop V. No. Workshop V. There we go. Come here. Iron anvil and hell, we'll use an olivine block. Why not? Is there another way to anticipate the amount of bars you'll get out of the large stuff? Not really. It's like, it's basically 4. I think it's, oh god, I gotta remember here. You get little bits and pieces of it. I don't remember how much of it you actually get, so I never worry about it. It's just, I do it, it ends up in the stockpile, and what happens, happens. It's just, I never really got to the point of worrying about that.
Just great. Another mouth to feed.
I'm just hoping they really fill this fast because I do not need a magma crab. Oh yeah, we have that ghost issue, don't we? What was your name again? Inod. JMQ slab. Let's get 30 slabs built just so we can get that taken care of. We're terribly sorry we forgot to bury you, so let's give you a crypt. Let's move this out. We'll put like 7 slabs in that first crypt eventually. We'll kind of consider that first crypt our, oops, you have no body. We're sorry. Yeah, could you guys build that a little bit faster? Just a teeny bit faster. And hell, let's do this. Take another slice out of this while we're paying attention down here.
At last, I finished the artifact.
You made a legendary pigtail fiber dress. You, sir, are a douchebag. Thank you for inflating our fortress value with something that is completely useless to us strategically. I'm assuming you guys are busy chopping. Got some chopping going on? Yes? No? Maybe? One dude chopping. Great. No, don't leave the elephant carcasses just hanging out there. That's not going to do us any good. idler, so it's not like our dwarves are sitting around doing nothing. Although I really need a few more people actually doing nothing. I need some parties. Why is there only one steel bar there? H. Metal bars, right? Take from stockpile, give to stockpile. Huh. I wonder if we screwed up the dump location, the dump direction. Let's do that. Let's remove that. We're going to take that track stop out and re-put it in there to make sure that we've got it dumping to the right direction because we're not stacking our metal bars. Cells back hello. I am currently watching your series and enjoying a lot, playing along. Cool. Always good to have friends with. Again, if you always have any questions, feel free to ask. We are all one big, happy, dysfunctional coffee drinking family. Or for some of you, tea. Yeah, I bet you that's our bottleneck right there. Is we probably have gazillions of bars sitting there. Are you planning to go for the adamantium? There seems to be some tiles accessible from wall side instead of the layer. Yeah, we are going to eventually try getting down there, but that's going to be quite a ways off still. The main reason for that is until we can field a well-trained squad of dwarves, if we accidentally puncture a tunnel to the circus, and I don't have an army, we are done for. And not only do we need an army, but we're going to need a reasonably well-trained army. So, we're going to need a lot of dwarves with lord in their name, so to speak. If you press Z and you kind of look through here, we want to see some axe lords and sword masters and mace lords and hammer lords and those really, elite type of troops. So, because the clowns are not our friend, and they will, provided they don't burn us to death, they will, yeah, it's pretty bad. Once we get our log jam undone with our metalworks and we can start getting a lot of picks, what we'll try to do is have one pick for every 10 dwarves handy. And then what we can do is when we start going for the adamantium, we're going to kind of carve out around the entire deposit and then wall it with a door and then another door and then another place for us to seal it with a drawbridge. And then we'll move a dwarf in there to dig it, seal everything up behind him in case he screws up, and then when he's done, we'll open everything back up and let him out. So, alrighty, we've got 2 of those forges going. Good. How we doing on booze and food? Okay. Got another forge done. Good. 2 more to go. No sign of a crab. Yeah, if you're starting out and you want to do your adamantium deposits and stuff like that, for your first couple games, I would strongly recommend using the DF reveal command, just so you can get an idea of how that hole looks, and you can kind of get some practice in that. There ain't no shame in using DF reveal unless you're looking for the challenge and the risk of what could happen if you dig into the wrong spot. So it's usually a better idea to play it as easy as you can until you understand it, and then scale the difficulty up from there. Alrighty. My luck will end up with a drowned. Ooh, finally getting some people to actually start doing some chopping on serious scale. Yeah, I bet you if we look inside of these things, they're full of bars everywhere. That's where we're getting killed. If there's too much stuff in a workshop, you'll see a clutter, usually up here. And when things get cluttered, then it slows down the ability for the dwarves to work in that workshop. So we got a lull here. I think we can do some more digging for some iron. Get some stone going. No, I want D for dig.
No, I can't do it.
Keep those guys busy. Our roof is coming along. Little by little, faster and faster. I think I have a spare hatch build. I do have a spare floor hatch. We'll put you right there. Oh, but I'll move that stone too. Unfortunately, stream lags heavily for me. Looking forward to your YouTube uploads. Take care. You have a good one, man. Alrighty, wood is a-flowing. You guys are busy digging, that's fine. You're fishing. Oh man, that damn river's there, isn't it? Yeah. Good, all of our magma forges are done. Let's see, floor. Let's just patch these two little guys up here, so floor there. Oops. Don't want fortification.
Sorry, sir, I can't do
Floor.
it.
There. Gotta patch that up. No, we didn't want any bins. No bins. Why are you picking that up? Weird. Don't know, don't care. Alrighty. So, we are hauling pretty good on wood. Let's see if we can fix our build. C. Stop. We want to dump west. We'll rebuild that. And we'll make it out of orthoclast, sure. Okay, so let's see if this fixes our dump issue. What is the white border that lines the inside of the main wall on the surface? That's just a different material. The outside wall we initially built with wood, and this one we built with just rock. The reason we did that is just to give us a floor here, so they can patrol around. And it looks nice. So we built the outer wall first, just to make sure the base was sealed up, and then we built the inner wall. Guy down there, and he'll seal up our kill pit.
Oh, no way.
DA, guard fortification. Training axes, good. We have 30 cheap training axes, so they can use those for chopping wood. Okay. Check our roof progress. We got our hatch there, I guess. It's going to come in handy. It's busy. Two idlers. We're still waiting on our premium. But we can get some of this done again. Yeah, we'll go EFR. Use up our onyx. And then we just got to remind ourselves periodically to double check on our jewelry shop down there to make sure they're going through the furniture as we need it.
Another baby? Well, at least it's not an explosion of cats. Oh, no way.
DX, we don't need this one, and we don't need that one because we know the water will be there. Go. Got done on our unnecessary pauses.
No, I can't do it.
Really would like to see more people working on this roof, but I'm guessing they're trying to get the trees chopped down as fast as they can. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm thinking we're probably clogged on our steel. See, we got all sorts of pig iron jobs, but we don't have anything to smelt the actual ore. So let's do this. Let's go cancel, 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 add, and we got a trick to this. We're gonna go repeat, add, repeat, 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 repeat. There. We filled that with repeating jobs, so the manager shouldn't be stuffing that one up.
It's not an explosion of cats.
I'll watch the episode on YouTube. Yep, you have a good one, man. So hopefully that will unjam that. And yep, we're okay. Hauling route. Let's just double check that. Metal bar, stop. Oh, well, that would explain it. Enable. Forbid. We'll let coal. Forbid. Forbid. There. That ought to unjam that. See, it's those little things you always forget. Yes, you're a good dog. You are a good dog. We'll post a picture of you at some point later.
You can't do that there.
Magnite. And Magnite. Alrighty. Q, brew. Let's get another 30 going just to make sure. I think we're all flooded down here. I can close that up. Yep. Alrighty. Down. Q. And pull the lever. There should be no bin in that. We want the artifact sitting on the ground. We got extra pots. We're okay there. Oh, we got a leather workshop started down here, didn't we? No, we didn't. All right, let's get a leather shop. Boom. There. We'll put a couple doors here. And boom. Good. We have some. Decorate with bone. Let's just cancel this out here. Add new task. We want to engrave memorial slab to Inod. with the engraving skill, which should be damn near every dwarf on planet Earth. Should get that taken care of. Wow, he brewed 30 units that fast. That is one heck of a brewer. Okay. We have more than enough chickens. Looks like we finished up our onyx. So we'll go EFR and we'll use up our lapis lazuli. Let's see here, we're doing okay. We really need to figure out why these guys aren't doing their job though. We have weaponsmiths, we have, I'm guessing they're all waiting on iron, yeah. So let's do this. We're gonna go cancel, 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 cancel. Add. We really need to get this smelting going. Repeat, 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 repeat. There. We really need a lot of iron. Okay, let's double check, make sure our miners are doing nothing but mining. And you guys are literally, strictly speaking, pure miners. You have some mining skills. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, let's do this as well. Our animal trainer isn't going to be terribly busy all the time, so we're going to have we'll set our animal trainer to do some mining too. That ought to help just a tad. Okay. Wood cutting is going. Not going as fast as I'd like it to, but we got nothing for idlers, so I don't know what else we can be doing. What are we? Stockpile, 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 stockpile. Problem is we're getting to the point where we got people hauling around stuff too much. I don't know if I can fix that really at this point. Beds, planning mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if you guys hear any wailing in the middle of the night or clawing at the wall, that is not a vampire that we sealed up in a room nearby your house. Just a complete figment of your imagination. Pay no heed. Actually, I'll get all OCD over that. Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea. We do have some solid space over here, I think. I don't think we got any lava-ish issues over here. Let's say we come over here and up. Yeah, let's go we'll do the apartment style. We'll almost treat it like a prison. We'll build them the same as we build our prisons. There we are. There's that and that. And we will cut over this way and come down here. Boom, 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 boom. One full-time armor smith, weaponsmith, weaponsmith, right? Metalsmith, metal crafter, I don't know, and furnace operator maybe? Iffy, but they'd also need a decent meeting hall. Don't get too depressed. So, boom. So, yeah, that'll do. Don't want to throw them all down here, but a full-time staff would probably be a good idea. Let's get a burrow. Add a burrow. Enter name. The Forge. And we'll go here to here. And then we'll get all that dug out later and we'll get it moved in there. It's worth a shot. We'll give it a try. Starting to move a little bit. Still concerned whether or not making any of the weapons or armor, really. They have the steel, so that shouldn't be an issue. I'm guessing we're clogged on iron orders. Yeah. Let's try this. Let's move. Where are my steel go? Here it is. Top. Top. See if that helps a bit. Let's also, because we're not terribly worried about that, commoners. Oh, this is half the problem. Oh no, you all have furnace operator. You're good. You're just all busy doing what? Hauling stuff. Yeah, well, nothing I can do about that.
Why do you think I can do this?
Yeah, we got all of our commoners are set as furnace operators, but it's a lower priority job, so I'm guessing hauling stuff from point A to point B is taking the priority.
No, I can't do it.
Let's see if I can unsuspend some of these. Unsuspend, there we go. That should do it, and I think these guys need to get unsuspended. Build L. Do we finally have a chain? No. Okay, double check this. We're still working on that, alright. Finish in there, grab another statue. Good. Getting some encrusted statues at least. People heading to bed will be walking by a lot of nice looking furniture, so that'll hopefully help things out a bit. We're almost done with our leather work. And I think our memorial is done too, isn't it? Yep. So build, Alt S for slab. We're going to put him here. X for expand, and we want to find the right one. I don't think it's made it into a stockpile yet. It's still in transit, I think. Alright, let's give it a second here. I just dropped off a few. Build, Alt S. X. There it is. Okay, our first memorial to some dude who I don't even remember dying.
Oh, changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the hospital well. I'm hoping to get a chain here at some point.